like to welcome you all to the first episode of Know Your Alumni Season 2. Today we have with us Mr. Ketan Malhotra, B.Tech 2017 graduate from NIFTEM. He is lead brewer at the PUMPHOUSE Bangalore with over 2 years of experience in the brewing industry. Welcome sir, how are you?
Hi Shane, thanks for having me over.
Yes.
I'm good right now. It's just how as good we can be during the quarantine.
Yeah, how is the quarantine been sir for you?
For now, it's been fine. There are certain challenges in the industry which we face through once, especially my industry. But I think I'm making my way through.
Great sir. So sir, we'll love to hear something about your journey from NIFTEM to the pump house.
Sure. So I guess since I think all the batchmates and juniors who will be looking at this video, they have their own concerns for the future. It's always uncertain, and how they're going to be proceeding and placing themselves in industry to come, and in their professional careers. During in my journey, particularly, I guess in my third year, I started preparing for my MBA when I had almost no objectives on what to do. I just wanted to secure a good package because it was the safest career option for me at that time. I prepared for that, got some good calls from premier institutes like IIMs, IMA, but I could not go past my interview stage because the vision that I have for myself was quite shallow, and I guess that reflected on my interviews, and I couldn't make it through. Post that, I think I placed my hopes on placements from college, and luckily I got placed in a company called the BREWERS with 8 or 10 of my colleagues from this particular institute only. But that job was really challenging in its own way. So we were supposed to be doing something for this company that we are supposed to be a French company, and we were supposed to do a lot of things. The things exactly didn't go that way. We weren't all of our colleagues, which my batchmates who were placed with us. All of us had to face certain challenges. There was no salary for quite a long time, and we were basically salesman for that. And it wasn't really a great job. But more than anything else, what came to me during that 6 months in the Blue Masters was everywhere. If I would look at it, I didn't want to be at that place. Even if I would put my time and energy and all my dedication towards it, I would lead to a place where I don't want to be. So I decided to quit the job. And at that time, I think I was in Pune so I crashed at my batchmate space from NIFTEM, and with their help and their assistance, I was around in Pune, and when I stumbled across a microbrewery called I think it. I was really depressed over that time with no job in my hand. So I just thought, let it be and just see what's there. So I tried those beers, and it's like I didn't know much about beers at that time, honestly. I would hear from my other colleagues, that there's a lot of word in beers going on. There's a designation called as a brewer. I just didn't know anything about it. So I did try, and went through all the beers over there, and I just loved them. I did talk to those institutes and managed to get an internship, an unpaid internship over there with no job security whatsoever. I think from there on, we did 4 months of my internship in Effingut, and was able to secure a job, my first paying job in Bangalore, which of course didn't last too long also. But after that, I think I got a decent, well-paying job in Hyderabad, over the moon brewing company. I worked there for almost 8 to 10 months before getting into where I am right now, the Pumphouse Brewery. I've been here for about almost 2 years now, and I've been made lead brewer in the 1 year. And right now, I'm acting as the interim head because we don't have a current head brewer over us. So I'm managing as the head over there right now. I guess that's about to sum up my journey right now.
Great, sir. That was really inspirational. So, even after so many challenges and setbacks, what kept you going?
The first setback that I get told was having no job at my hand because I didn't want to be at that place. The major thing, I guess, that clicked at that time was it's not really about what you want in life. For a person like me, I was not really passionate about just one thing. I didn't know my calling at that particular time. What I decided that works well for me was it's not just what you want. It's just canceling out the process of what you don't want. I went there, I did something I liked, and if I don't like it, I won't. So I quit that, and when I got into brewing, I liked it. It was not just for the money or a career, because it's not a very well-paying job. It's a very hardworking job, and you have to, it's a very hands-on job. You have to do a lot of cleaning, scrubbing tanks, cleaning floors, There's just a lot of back work that goes behind it to produce a great beer. So I guess it's just the passion after for this time.
Okay, sir. Okay. So, sir, let's talk something about beers and brewing. What is it like to work in a brewery, and what are the basic jobs and roles that you have to perform as the lead brewer?
Right. So let's just talk about what are the roles in brewery right now.
Yeah.
So when you enter as an entrant, so you do not get to be a brewer when you start off. You have to be an assistant brewer maybe if you're lucky enough. Otherwise, you can do an intern like I did. So when you're doing an intern, you don't really get to do the brewing part. You have to fill a lot of kegs. You have to do a lot of cleaning, a lot of groundwork, take gravities, and basically all of that small work. But you get to be around that place. You get to understand the vibe, what's going around. It's a team effort more than anything else. Making a beer is a team effort. If you are a good team player, you will definitely be able to lead a good team and make great beers. So that's what I think I learned from my stint over these 2 3 years. And when I was made the lead brewer, I knew that I had to keep my team happy. I had to be, I had to have that working environment which would support them and customize to their needs, so that they can pick up on my demands from them. I have certain requirements when you're in this job, and I need to do something right that way. So if I want them to do and perform that, I want that team to be very happy and supportive. So when talking about the roles, you have a lot of roles, from an intern to an assistant brewer to a brewer, then to a lead brewer, a head brewer, and then a master brewer. So these are the different positions in which you can. This is just one vertical. If you talk about horizontals, there is a marketing side towards it. There's a planning and owners, business side towards it. So a lot of verticals around this particular stream. So depending on where you want to be and how you want to grow, you can always switch from one place to another or join in. As a lead brewer, when I come in, my roles are in this particular vertical of production. I have a team of brewers with me. I have some staff which helps me with the cleaning and all. So I have to manage a people of 5 to 10, a team of 5 to 10 people, and who would come and produce a particular beer, a particular recipe, which I would be designing in accordance with my head brewer earlier. But now I think I'm the one who's designing all the recipes and creating new ventures that we have to move along in our particular company. So that's, I think, the main job is to manage the team, get the production right, stick to the schedule, and creating recipes. These are the main job roles if you have to divide them.
And there are generally two styles, American barley wine and an English barley wine. We're using rye, ragi, and base malt would be different.
What made it an Indian barley wine was Indian staple food like millets, jaggery, anything else that you might find in your food around here. We're celebrating by making a barley wine, big beer for a big occasion.
That was really insightful, sir. So, do you have any advice for those aspiring to work in this industry?
Yeah, I think if you are going to be coming towards this particular division of industry, it's one thing that you really need to know is you can't be in here for money. A brewer can never be in for money. This particular job entails would require a lot of hard work. People come out of a graduation, they think we need a good white collar jobs and we need to sit down and get something professional done. This job is not for people who have that kind of mindset. If you're really, you have the mindset to go in there, get your hands dirty, do the dirty work, cleaning work and everything, and you have to lift all the malt bags, and that's 50 kg on you right now. So there's a lot of hands-on job involved. So if you have that, what it takes to be that, you need to have that kind of mindset towards it. Other than that, this thing won't work out. One other thing that they should keep in mind, that this job is not exactly very well paying. It's for 3 years now, and I don't think I'm being paid very well till now. So it takes you some time to build up that experience exposure and connections and networking to be where you want to be. Once you have that in this industry, you can be amazing. You can earn amazing, but it needs patience and hard work. I guess
Right.
that's should be the main advice.
Right, sir. I think it would be helpful to a lot many of people. So, sir, how has the COVID-19 pandemic changed the dynamics for the industry?
COVID-19, no matter has it has affected all of us as a country and individuals, no doubt on that. But my particular industry has been hit very bad in this particular case. So just to particular talk about my case, my place is a small microbrewery. We produce around 15,000 liters of beer a month, and we sell according to that. But my after we were hit by COVID-19, my place has been under lockdown since March end. I think 25th was the date since we went into the lockdown, and from there on it has been closed till June, May and June. Even after June was, we it's in hospitality industry, so you do not expect people to come and dine in over there because there's a lot of risk of exposure. So you cannot particularly do that. What we got from the government was one major thing, that we were allowed to sell beers in growlers in Bangalore for the very first time in India. It has never happened in the history till now that people were allowed to take away their beers. This is a very common trend in USA and other countries, but since India is a very very niche market, it's still going out there, but it is growing very very quickly. But so this was the first major step, that they were allowed to take away beers in growlers. It's just still permanent in Maharashtra and Karnataka. Other states haven't been able to do that yet. But this helped somewhat mitigate our risk a little bit. They were able to help to pay some salaries, which we normally couldn't. But other than that, I think my place has opened up yesterday. It was 9 September. Yes, my place has opened up completely yesterday with 50% of seating capacity. It's still not there at 100% capacity. So this industry has been, hospitality industry in general and microbrewery industry in general, has been very hugely affected by this particular. Our revenues have been cut down, salaries have been cut down, people have to lay off people. So, but again, there have been some hope by government, and we are doing our best. So I think we'll be able to make our way through.
Okay, sir. Sir, let's now talk about NIFTEM. So, sir, how
Yeah.
was your journey in NIFTEM and how has it helped you grow?
My journey in NIFTEM is very, very interesting. I think, to put it in one way, what the major thing that my takeaway from NIFTEM was personal development. I would say, when I came in and joined NIFTEM in 2013, I was very very naive. I'm still growing and learning, no doubt on that. But I was very naive, and I didn't have a mindset to perform and go out there and get something done. In these 4 years have given me a lot of memories, very good mindset and attitude to get things done. And more than anything, it has given me my friends, which has supported me all the way through my career. We've always used to be a group of four people, and we used to take those long walks after lunch and dinner. And we used to plan all sorts of trips, and we did a lot of them after that, after we passed out. Even in my toughest times, when I was in Pune, when I had no job, I was just crashing at my friend's place from NIFTEM. We have Ishan and others were there. They helped me support that. When I was in Bangalore, I had a job which were supposed to pay me, but they never did. They still owe them. They owe me that. I used to crash at another batchmate's place. Anirudh was there in Bangalore, and I used to crash his place. So a job that I got from my friend's connection was again from the NIFTEM batchmate, because they were looking for someone, and he was like a bridge between that and me, my job. So I think I have got a lot of professional help, a lot of personal help from my batchmates. So NIFTEM has given me I think, great friends and attitude to get things done.
Great, sir. Great. Any messages for fellow NIFTEMites?
I think the what I was going through, I would just come out and say that I was really highly uncertain when I was in NIFTEM. I definitely, we have a great structure. Don't worry about, when you come out of this college, you have an industry. You have a great place to come out from. NIFTEM has given you a tag which is just going to stay with you for a life, and you can count on that tag. You can count on your friends which you're going to gain from there. They are going to stay with you for life, I hope. And so do not worry, or do not be in, do not worry too much about your future. Do what you feel like at that moment. Take that step which you want to take, and then just do it. If you don't like it, you can always start fresh. You're just starting out right now. If you take 2 years, 3 years, 4 years just to figure out what you really want to do, it's not a bad deal. Take that step which you want and just do it.
That was a great advice, sir. Thank you, sir, for having this interview with us.